Welcome back, Creamers. It's the year 2025, the year of our Lord. I'm Hot Joe, and I'm joined with my co-host, Sammy Daddy.
I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect.
And we're going to talk the turkey, like Ted Turner, about some professional wrestling.
And that was good because they're timeless, you know. Bugs Bunny's still good even without a cell phone.
We're going to give you our final match counts of 2024. We're going to finish an unfinished storyline in Brewed But Not Poured. And we're going to give you our current match count for 2025, the year of our Lord. All that on this episode of Room for Cream. You let me say it.
Say what?
You let me say Room for Cream.
Oh, it's not the name of the... We changed it.
We did?
Yeah, we changed the name of the show.
Whoa.
It's not Room for Cream. It's Wrestle...
Welcome back, Creamers. Welcome back. Welcome back, Creamers.
Yeah. We don't have to change that button,
No, we don't.
which is nice.
So, Creamies,
That one gets me. I don't know why.
2024, the year of our Lord, is over.
Yeah, long gone.
It's gone. It's been like 3 weeks since I've talked to you or something.
About almost a month.
So we have to give our final match counts of 2024, the year of our Lord. And what better way to do it than to say it at the same time?
You want to do it at the same time?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
On 3, or is it like right after 3? Like 1, 2, 3, go?
I was thinking do 1, 2, 3, go.
All right. I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
At the same time.
1, 2, 3, go. 800.
801.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
You know what? You earned it, kiddo.
Hey, I watched a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, 801 matches. What was your 801st match?
My 801st match. The last match I watched
Of the
in
year
2024, the year of our Lord,
Yeah.
was important.
Nice.
Groundbreaking.
No shit.
Yeah.
That
That was it.
That is
That
cool.
was that match. I don't remember. Whatever the main event of Raw was before they went to Netflix.
Oh, cool.
I'm not going to look it up. But that was probably the last show.
I did not watch Wrestle, or what is it? Fuck. I did not watch World's End,
Yeah.
the PPV from AW, but I did watch one match from it on
What match?
YouTube.
What match?
And that was my 800th match.
What was it?
Ospreay versus Kazuchika Okada.
And you loved it. It was
Yeah, I
probably
thought it
your
was very
favorite match that you watched that day.
No doubt about it. I did watch a couple other matches that day, too.
Yeah, but that was your favorite one.
A couple Pro Wrestling Noah matches from 2005.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, Mitsuharu Misawa match was on there.
Of course.
Kenta won the junior heavyweight title.
Yes, who can
pretty
forget?
good. Yeah.
That was in my
You just remember that it was in 2005. You don't even know the
That was in
show.
my 2005 count.
It was called... What's it called? Like Destruction?
I don't know.
I have the DVD, the Blu-ray over there.
Oh, the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I got it on
Oh, the
Blu-ray.
high definition version.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, it's weird. So there's like these commercials on there.
Really? Like
Yeah.
in between matches?
Yeah, because it's
Really?
like someone recorded on their on the VHS tape
Oh,
back then,
cool.
and then so it's kind of like tape trading in a way.
I want to start recording stuff on VHS tapes,
It's cool.
but like stuff now
yeah.
to give it that. I'm not going to spoil anything. We might be using a VCR in the near future on the show. Just saying.
Yeah.
But having
Fairly soon.
to pull that VCR out and put VHS tapes in there. I bought some VHS tapes from a guy on Facebook. Did I tell you this?
No.
I think there's like 15. And it's just stuff his dad recorded from like the early to mid 2000s.
That's cool.
Well, so I've only checked out one, because if you're not familiar, you record like a couple hours, 4, 5, 6 hours on one of those tapes. So I've watched like one in an hour, or fast forwarded a little bit, and I put it in to see what it was, and it was all from 9/13/2001.
Oh god,
So
a lot of news.
A lot of news.
Yeah.
About
A certain tragedy.
when Limp Bizkit got recognized for recording a Roland video.
Wow, good job, Limp Bizkit.
Nice job, boys.
We miss you. We salute you.
They're around. But yeah, so a lot of
Yeah, I know.
that, and then like Access Hollywood,
Okay,
which was on, I'm guessing, late.
that seems
after
like it
the
could be
news.
interesting, since it's so old.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And no other one I watched, it was like PBS, and it was like a concert,
That's
like
cool.
a blues concert, which wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
And then right after, it seemed like a really bad movie, so I stopped it because I actually want to watch the movie.
Right on. No, like I remember when my grandma died. We had got that was one of the things that we got for some reason, was all her old VHS tapes of
VHS
just stuff she recorded off TV and stuff like that. So be like, oh, cool, Home Alone 2 with a bunch of commercials.
With commercials.
Yeah,
But the commercials are...
yeah. Back then, when it was like a couple years old, it wasn't so.
No, it's cool
But now
to
it's
see the
like, dang,
commercials.
man.
Yeah.
Like, so when I was
I like
watching
it.
this fucking Pro Wrestling Noah show, there was a commercial for, and I could not figure out what is the product.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what was being sold in this commercial. So like, you know those I think they're called elephant beetles. This is the beetle I'm talking about. You've seen those before, like in
It's
pictures
like
and
the
stuff?
beetle. I think it's the beetle from A Bug's Life.
You know what? I just thought, kind of got that in my head too.
I think that, I don't know what it is though.
So this commercial, okay, there's like a log on the ground outside, and that beetle walks across, and then like a bunch of kids come over and they pick up the beetle and they're looking at him and hand it to the other kid who's looking at the beetle, and then they just kind of follow this beetle around, and that's the commercial. What was the product? Are they
Where is this filmed from?
Japan?
So the Japanese commercial?
Yes.
Huh.
And I could not, and it's
just
in
about-
Japanese, so I don't know what they're saying.
It's just about going outside, man.
Do you think they have commercials like that?
Yeah.
I mean, don't they have like, I
Go
don't know,
outside,
a different
go
culture
play.
than us and stuff. Yeah, maybe they have like cool commercials like that. Maybe, I
Go
don't
do
know. But
something.
I was like, this is a strange commercial, but I'm in love with
I
it.
gotta see it. I'd have to
Yeah,
see it.
I'll show it to you.
Well, let's not go that far. But
That's the only way you could see it.
oh, no, just look up the dung beetle commercials on the internet. All right, I'll watch
Well,
it.
they're not dung beetles.
Well, whatever it is, it's the blue beetle from Bug's Life. Like,
Yeah,
isn't he stupid?
yes. Yeah, he is
Or
blue in
is
that
he-
movie. Yeah.
Doesn't he have
No,
like
wait, the
a
main
German
guy's blue in
accent?
Bug's Life. I don't know. Creamers, if you know what this beetle is, even though you have no idea you didn't see a picture, we'll edit
If you
the
know
picture
the
in.
beetle from A Bug's Life.
If you know the beetle from A Bug's Life,
Oh, I'm a little beetle. Doesn't he talk like that?
yeah, I think he does.
What is that? Dutch?
That was Dutch.
Oh, I'm a little beetle. What am I? What kind of beetle am I? Oh, I'm going to go do bug stuff. Because this is my life.
I'm a little beetle. Oh, failing it. Oh, Flick, we have to. What's the bad guy in Bug's Life?
Hopper?
Hopper? No, that's Ants.
Is not.
Which one's Ants?
I don't remember, but Hopper is deaf.
I thought the crickets show up in Ants.
Let me Google it.
Aren't they crickets? I'm a little beetle. It's a day in my life. A bug's life. A day in a bug's life.
Hopper. Yeah.
What is Hopper? That's Bug's Life?
Yeah.
What's Ants? With a Z? Woody Allen?
I like ants better.
You like Ants better?
Yeah. General Mandible.
That's the bad guy?
Yeah.
Gene Hackman. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah, we are. Anyways, so now that we went on that tangent,
Yeah, I don't even know what happened.
do you want to do brewed but not poured?
There it is. Yeah, if
You want to?
Am I still? Oh, I thought I was.
I did on accident
I thought-
because
okay.
I hit the wrong button.
I didn't know if I just heard it. Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, mine's not as good as yours.
You don't even know
I
what
don't think
mine
mine's
is?
as fleshed out. I just know. I have a feeling.
All right, let's tell the creamers at home what
me.
exactly today's is. Maybe we would give them a reminder about the show. Maybe we give them a
So,
reminder about the show, those creamers. So, brewed but not poured.
Yep.
Why don't you tell them what it is?
It's our way of giving back
Yes.
without actually doing anything
That's not
of
true.
importance.
We do something.
of importance.
I would call it important. It's important work.
I
We're
guess
righting the wrongs of
Somebody's
professional
gonna do it.
wrestling.
So it's all we're trying to answer the what ifs or what could have been. I guess
Yeah.
I should say. Of there's a lot of storylines in the annals of professional wrestling that
Yeah.
just disappeared or weren't finished or dropped or
Yeah.
whatever.
Abandoned.
Yeah, that's a way better word. So we want to put our little Wrestle Cream spin on some of these finales. We've done, what have we done? 2 or 3 so far?
2.
We did the White Hummer
Yes. And Vince McMahon.
from WCW, and the first
Yeah.
one was Vince McMahon getting blown up in the limo. This one, joining the brewed but not poured anals, will be
Wish I had
T.
Anal.
Anals.
Sorry.
Booker T. No, you're fine. Booker T. in October of 2003, I believe.
That sounds about right. I know it was definitely 2003.
Look it up. He was hanging out backstage reading WWE Unscripted,
Attaboy.
that book.
Yeah.
I don't really. Is it just like backstage pictures when it wasn't readily available all over the internet at the
Yeah.
time?
I don't know.
It was something like that. I might have it somewhere.
Do you?
I think so. Because it was like crazy at the time. Like, what?
Yeah.
They're showing
Whoa,
pictures?
Look at Brock
Uh,
Lesnar's butthole.
He's
Now
reading
you can
before
find it
his
anywhere.
match against Chris Jericho.
Okay. Yeah. And Heidenreich was back there.
And Heidenreich was there, and they talked about how they were going to buy the book as gifts for their sons or family members.
Nice.
And there was a, at the door, that was a knock.
Right on.
And Heidenreich said, I'll go get it. And he comes
Sounds like
back.
him.
He says, hey, nobody was there. But they left this envelope, and it says Booker T really big on it here. So Booker T opens up the envelope, and it just says in really big letters, I still remember. Right? Was that the right thing?
Yep. I still remember.
When Booker T gets mad at Heidenreich and says, why are you messing with me? All that kind of stuff. And then that was it.
Yeah.
That was the end of it. I think
We
it
never
was
heard
never
about it
referenced.
again.
It was never followed
Yes.
up.
The theory is that it's got something to do with gold dust.
So I believe from everything I saw was that it was going to be Booker T and Goldust were a popular tag team. Not right before that, but a couple years before that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Did they win the belts?
I
feel
think
like they won
I
championship.
remember them being tag
But they
team
were very
champions.
funny.
Raw, yeah.
It was the odd couple team that ended up becoming very good friends, and
Yeah.
the way they played off each
And
other
then,
was very
because
entertaining.
Goldust got like electrocuted and then he had like
Oh,
a
yeah, he
stutter
was
from then
crazy.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, or crazier.
Yeah.
And he would say wild things, and
Yeah.
Booker T would.
It was a good it was
like,
very funny.
It was kind of like Men in Black, like Tommy Lee Jones and Will
Yeah.
Smith. One of them's crazy, one of them's the straight guy.
Right.
And they
Tommy
worked
Lee
perfect.
Jones is always stuttering and saying Billy.
The other way.
Oh yeah, Will Smith's
Will
always
Smith's
saying
the
it.
crazy one.
He's always saying
He said, "Welcome to Earth."
Willie. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Which one?
The only
The
movie
one
we're
I'm
talking about.
quoting, or the
Yeah.
one that? But yeah, so I guess it was supposed to be Goldust, but then he got released, like right after,
Okay,
or something like that, or a month or so after. I don't know.
but the point is,
they made it seem like Goldust was gonna still. I don't know what Goldust was gonna still remember
Mhm.
actually, but just I don't know that
yeah,
they were a team
Right,
and then they
right.
weren't. He turned his. Maybe Booker T said, "I'll always be there for you," and then he wasn't.
Typical
But I
Buck.
have a theory of what I think was going to happen.
Let's hear it.
You ready?
Oh, you bet I am.
I think that the next couple weeks, Booker T would get more, maybe a note hanging in his locker, maybe he's under his windshield on his car. I still remember, haven't forgot, those kind of, same kind of deal. And then it'd finally get to a point where he got real paranoid. He'd be looking around. He'd march down to the ring and say, "What the hell is going on? Why is everybody messing with me? What's going on? Who is this?" And it's Ahmed Johnson.
What?
Yeah. You remember Ahmed?
Of course.
You remember when he was in WCW?
No.
No?
No.
Well, there's a little story This is real. When Stevie Ray, Booker T's brother, and Booker T feuded. You know any of this?
Yeah, I'm familiar.
You know who they are, at least.
Yeah.
Well, Stevie said Booker forgot where he came from, wasn't cool with the homies.
You know what?
So he went
I
back
did
to
hear
where
about
they
this.
came from, and he talked about their tough upbringing, and he went to the neighborhood they grew up in and said, Booker, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of feuding, and that brings in Ahmed Johnson as Big T.
Really?
I thought that was his name.
Yeah.
Now you're with me?
And he wasn't. They took his last name. Did you tell me about
Then they
this?
get a lawyer, probably.
Okay.
So they get a lawyer. Oh, God, I can't remember who he was. He was in WWE before that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they get a lawyer, and at first they go, hey, you can't use that music, Booker T. That's Harlem Heat Inc.'s music, or whatever.
Yes.
So they take Booker's music. Then they go,
bastards.
actually, Harlem Heat owns the letter T. And that's why we got Big... Was it Big T? I'm pretty sure it was Big T. And you can't be Booker T. So Big T, Ahmed Johnson, and Booker T had a match for the letter T.
Yeah.
And whatever happens, happens. Booker loses, and that's why I'm calling him Booker, because he lost the right to the letter T.
Right on.
And it's similar,
Oh,
or
shit.
typical fashion of WCW at the time. I think he turned into G.I. Bro, and then went back to being Booker T. and it was
Yes,
all
I've heard
gone.
of that. Okay.
So then it was all gone, and Ahmed Johnson wasn't there long, and Stevie Ray and all that crap.
Wow.
But guess what?
What?
Ahmed Johnson didn't forget.
Oh my God.
And when he goes to WWF, or WWE at the time, whichever one it was, he goes by Booker T. Ahmed didn't forget. You're not allowed to use that T. So he's back to collect.
Dang, dude.
And he says, my name's Ahmed Johnson. I'm not even Big T anymore, but you're not Booker T. You're just Booker. Yeah. Then this leads... So he just keeps... Booker T says, I'm not even dealing with this. So Ahmed Johnson just always standing there. And he puts his arms out like a T, just to remind him, hey, you can't... Hey, stop it. Lowercase T, time to leave. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And...
Okay.
And this leads to a best of 21 series
Jesus Christ.
between Ahmed and Booker T
That's quite a long series.
for the rights to every letter in the alphabet except vowels.
That is an odd story.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
but that's what they do. So they split the series. But then the last match is for T. So 10 wins, 10
wow.
wins. That's 20 matches right there.
Right.
S over there, B over there.
Dang.
They both can have use of vowels, though.
Right. That's fair.
But then the last match 21, yep, is for the letter T. Booker wins it. So he can, So he can still be Booker T. And Ahmed Johnson, who retired in real life in 2003, now retires in 2004.
Wow.
That's
a pretty cool storyline.
That's it.
That's a good. I like it.
I wanted to work the alphabet.
I like it.
That feud was sponsored by Sesame Street. Yeah.
And
This week's match is brought to you by the letter H.
this match was only made possible from viewers like you.
You got a PBS hat over there.
Yeah. Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, of course. I love PBS.
It's a cool hat. I got a lot of compliments, mostly from kids. Like my nephews and nieces.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, where? At the playground?
They were like, well, you have a PBS Kids hat.
When
I'm
I'm
like, well,
hanging
there's
out
more than just PBS Kids.
When I'm
but
hanging out at the playground, the kids
yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
I'm like, kids, look at my cool hat.
The dog park.
Come over here. So my...
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I got hats. I got more hats in my car.
Jesus Christ.
That's not me. I
Oh,
have a news hat.
Right on.
I don't- it's
Kids
in
don't
the
like
other
the
room.
news.
Not 19.
No, they hate it.
Cleveland 19.
Well, it is 19 Action News.
No, they're not. I don't think they're Action News no more. I think
Wow.
they're Cleveland 19 News.
Wow. They're drama news.
We had it on. I know you're about to do your story, but we had it on last night because the winter weather advisory, and it's busy. It's just like 3/4 of the screen is like the news. They were doing the weather. Then on the right side, there's 3 stacked boxes of
Wow.
just a webcam is what I call it, but like a live cam of like a place downtown and a place in and then the bottom is like a weather ticker. Then there was another ticker of news.
Really?
It was too busy.
That is very busy.
I still don't know what happened.
I have, I don't know. I just remember in journalism class back in the day, they would say, like, oh, 19 Action News is the worst news station in Cleveland.
Oh, I loved it.
I know. It was the one. I was like, but that's the only one that's interesting.
You want a little something?
Yeah, I would
19
love a little
Action
something.
News? Chris Van Vliet got his start there.
No shit.
You know that?
No.
He used to do the Buzz.
No way.
Like the what do you call it? Like the movies and music, entertainment. I guess you
Okay.
would just say like the entertainment section. He used to do the Buzz because that's what he used to. He's always been interviewing like big celebrities.
yeah.
Now obviously he's more wrestling centric, but he
Yeah,
still
yeah.
will do a big.
Yeah, and I see him in interview like.
But I think, and I might be off, but I think one of his first wrestling interviews was, I want to say Bobby Lashley here in
Really?
Cleveland when they were in Cleveland. But yeah, CVV.
Wow.
I know he's Canadian, but I think he got his start or his, I won't say first big break, but one of his big breaks here. Because then I think he did some stuff locally
Yeah.
with
He did.
PWO or Prime or whatever.
Yeah, I think he was Prime.
But he
at
did
the
some
time.
stuff with them.
Yeah.
I heard he had a good rock bottom.
Really. Huh.
That's what I've heard. But there you go.
Chris Van Vliet.
Proud of you.
It's probably like the second best, wrestling content creator that got his start here in Cleveland after our show.
Probably. He's doing all right.
He's doing
He'll
all
get
right.
there.
Yeah. I think if he keeps his head up and he'll get
Keep
there.
his head up, his nose clean,
Yeah, he definitely needs to do that.
and that's all I got.
All right, my brood but not bored.
Let's hear it.
All right, Booker T trembled
Oh,
as
wow.
he read the note,
This is the story.
simply stating, "I still remember." Panicked, Booker grabs his bags and begins to storm out of the arena in fear. As he inched closer to the parking lot, he bumped shoulders with a new wrestler we've never seen before. Wearing a leather vest over a hoodie and jeans, the man's face is not visible as his hood is up and his long hair covers his face. Booker says, "Now who are you?" The man simply replies, "I am L Jr. Can you dig that?"
What?
That's right. Then Booker keeps walking and finally exits the arena. The following week on Raw, the commentary team tells us that Booker T is not in the arena. He called off work because of his crippling fear after receiving that note. L Jr. makes his debut and impresses everyone with his athletic ability and violent and aggressive in-ring style. After the match, JR gets in the ring to interview him. Actually, I wrote you interview him, but I meant to interview him.
I interview him?
Well, I don't know what I was. I wrote the word you, Y-O-U.
Al Jr.
I was at work.
Hey, it happens.
He points to the sky and proclaims this match was for my old man. Booker eventually returns, but he just seems like a different person. He isn't the happy-go-lucky, entertaining Booker T we know and love. At this point, L Jr. has built himself quite an undefeated streak. He even earned himself a title shot at Royal Rumble, where he was crowned the new World Heavyweight Champion.
At the Royal Rumble?
Yes. After his win, the Royal Rumble match itself begins to take place. Booker T entered at number 11, which, by the way, was true. I had him in like
2004.
25, and then I was like, "Whoa, was he in the Royal
The
Rumble?"
2004 Royal Rumble?
Yeah. Do you know who won that one?
2004 was Batista.
Chris Benoit.
Oh, when he was number one?
In real life, but in my storyline, yes. But in my storyline, he does not win.
No? What happened?
We're down to the final three. Big Show, Chris Benoit, and Booker T. Book gets tossed over the top rope, but right before his feet hit the ground, he's caught by a mysterious man in a mask.
You got me there. I thought, what the fuck? He eliminates him? All right.
The man tosses him back in and gets in the ring himself, attacking Benoit and the Big Show.
Okay.
Booker gets back to his feet and knocks the mystery man out. He then eliminates Benoit and Big Show to win the Royal Rumble.
Nice.
A dream come true for Booker T.
Oh, yeah.
He pulls off the man's mask to reveal the world champion, L Jr., was behind this. Confused, Booker leaves the ring and the arena. The next night on Raw, Booker says at WrestleMania 20 he wants a title shot against L Jr. for the World Heavyweight Championship. L Jr. tells Booker T he just won't even show up for the match. He says he doesn't care if he forfeits the title. He won't face Booker T unless Booker T puts his career on the line.
This is intense.
Booker T says no. So Al Jr. beats the living shit out of him and then again points to the sky. He grabs the mic and says he's not joking. He says if Booker T doesn't put his career on the line, Al Jr. is going to kill Booker T's family.
Wow. This guy's intense.
He's no good.
Wow. I thought he was a good guy, but he's a bad guy.
Booker T agrees to the stipulation.
Fair.
At the main event of WrestleMania 20, Booker T enters the ring ready for the fight of his life. Al Jr. makes his grand entrance, driving a hearse to the ring. He gets out wearing the world title around his leather vest. He turns around and shows the back of his vest, showing the words Rogues with a Grim Reaper type character on it. Booker T gasps like he just saw a ghost. Al Jr. grabs a mic before the match begins and says, "That's right, Booker. My name is Luther Jr. My father was Luther, the leader of the Rogues gang in New York, and you drugged him and forced him to kill Cyrus so you could be the new leader of the Gramercy Riffs." Do you know what this is from?
No.
It's from the Warriors.
Oh.
The Riffs killed my father in retaliation. I've been dreaming my entire life of this moment. I'm going to take away your legacy like you took away my father, and then I'm still going to kill your fucking family.
What?
The bell rings.
So is L... What's his name?
His name is
Luther.
Luther Jr.
Is Luther the...
Yes, Luther's the Warriors guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's that guy.
Okay.
He framed the Warriors, but Booker T framed
No,
him.
I get it now because they shot the Dig It guy. Can you dig it? It wasn't a Booker T reference. It was a Warriors reference.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. There's a lot of... Yeah. My story's about the fucking alphabet. And you have twists and turns.
Luther beats the ever-living shit out of Booker T, who appears to not even be trying to get any offense in, but you can hear him say several times that he did not do it. He says, "I wasn't even in New York when that happened. I'm from Texas." And he doesn't even know any of the people Luther Jr. is talking about. Luther continues to pummel Booker T. Booker can only take so much, and he finally strikes back. Luther looks pissed, and he charges Booker T. Booker T kicks him in the stomach, and he hits the scissors kick.
All right.
Luther gets up and is dazed. Booker hits the bookend and pins Luther Jr. 1, 2, 3. Booker
Nice.
immediately grabs Luther by the head and says, "Son, I know you're angry." Luther looks devastated, but he also seems to have snapped out of his rage. He looks at Booker in the eyes and seems to believe the new world champion. Booker says, "Your father was a low-life piece of shit, and I'm glad he died."
Whoa.
Luther looks shocked, and Booker T snaps his neck, killing him in the middle of the
He
ring.
killed Luther
Fireworks go off. Booker T is the new world champion.
and murderer.
WrestleMania 20.
Wow. So you kind of kept some real life stuff that like WrestleMania 20 ends with a murderer in the middle of the ring. And
I didn't think of that.
No.
I thought of it like Chris Benoit comes out to celebrate the
With
murder.
Booker?
Yeah.
to celebrate the murder.
Yeah. But yeah, so Booker T.
Wow.
That's all.
That was a ride. Like we're taking the ChatGPT helped us with the white Hummer or with both.
Yeah, we mix them together.
We did ChatGPT.
We probably should do again.
Yeah, probably.
I read it last time, so now you have to do it.
I read it last time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the Carmen Electra one. 'Cause I
Oh,
was in
that's
it.
right.
But I'll do
You're
it. I
right.
don't
You're
care.
right. You did do it last time.
How do you phrase this?
Okay, we have to mix our stories together.
Can you please create a finish or can you please create
A story line? Oh yeah, just a 400-word story.
Oh, I have to say that. 400.
Where hold on, let's see. How are we going to mix our stories together?
I have that part.
Oh.
I just need the beginning part.
Okay.
Can you please create a 400-word story finishing the unfinished? I don't know if that's redundant, but I put it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing the unfinished. I feel like I really have to spell it out. So I'm saying professional wrestling storyline of I still remember with Booker T.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully
with
that'll
Booker
be
T
good.
that involves elements of the cult classic movie The Warriors
Mm-hmm.
and the alphabet.
Ooh.
And I don't know if you paid attention, but the first thing I said is, "Can you please?"
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you're very nice to ChatGPT.
Well, why wouldn't I be?
Well, you shouldn't be mean to ChatGPT, but I don't think if you didn't say please, it would really matter.
I think this is gonna suck.
No way. It's gonna be better than both of our stories. A robot wrote it.
I feel like this is more than 400 words.
Really?
All right, you ready?
Oh yes, I am.
I still remember.
Oh, you can
appropriately
say
titled.
Yeah.
There's no chapters. Remember, we got chapters in the last one.
Oh, that's right.
Let me take a drink.
Delicious.
Booker T stood in the ring, his face a mask of intensity.
Ooh.
I still remember, he growled, gripping the mic. The cryptic phrase had haunted him for weeks, ever since an anonymous message arrived at the arena, typed on a yellowed sheet of paper with only 3 words. I still remember.
It's kind of weird that it made it yellow.
Yeah, why would it change that
Oh, yeah.
aspect of it?
Right.
It was like
And it's typed.
white. Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah. All right.
The letter ended with a symbol, an interlocking A and B, like something out of a strange underground group, which is untrue, but that's fine. Backstage, Booker confided in his old rival and sometimes ally, Goldust.
It's interesting that it put Goldust in the story.
This ain't no ordinary beef, dog. This goes way back.
This is Goldust talking.
No, sorry. That was Booker.
Okay.
Goldust, ever the eccentric, painted his face with a fresh coat of gold as he mused. How do you do it? He did his voice weird back then, remember? I can't do it. I'm
Yeah.
not doing a voice. Have you considered the alphabet, Booker? It starts with A and B, but it ends with Z.
Oh, shit.
The word stirred something in Booker. Years ago, before the fame and the titles,
This definitely seems like it's going to be more than 400 words.
he'd been part of a group called the Alphabet Warriors,
Okay.
a street
Okay.
crew that protected their neighborhood from gangs. Their motto? Every letter counts.
Okay.
But not everyone had stayed true to the cause. The leader, a cunning but ruthless figure named Cyrus,
Really? It made him Cyrus.
betrayed them for power, leaving Booker and the rest to fend for themselves. Goldie, Booker said, his voice low. This is about the past. Cyrus is back.
Oh, shit.
Later that night, the arena's lights dimmed. A voice echoed through the speakers. Booker T, can you dig it? It was Cyrus. He appeared on the Titantron, surrounded by shadowy figures wearing jackets embroidered with letters. The Alphabet Warriors are no more, but I still remember how you abandoned the cause. It's time to pay the price. The screen cut to static, and suddenly the ring was surrounded by men in lettered jackets. They moved like a swarm, each bearing a weapon, a bat, a chain, a steel chair. But Booker wasn't alone. Goldust appeared with a golden pipe, followed by a motley crew of wrestlers. Rey Mysterio, representing R.
Wow.
Kofi Kingston, K. And even Kevin Nash, N.
Why was it Rey Mysterio R or
I
a
don't
M
know.
then?
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. The battle that followed was chaos, a symphony of slams, splashes, and suplexes. Booker confronted Cyrus in the center of the ring, finishing him with a thunderous bookend. As the dust settled, Booker stood tall. He picked up a discarded lettered jacket, slinging it over his shoulder. Every letter counts, he said, and I just crossed you out.
Was that the whole story?
Yeah.
That was probably 400 words then.
Yeah, I don't like
That
it.
was good.
I don't like it.
This time we definitely came up with better stories.
We were better. I think
Chat
yours is...
GPT.
Mine's better than ChatGPT's, but yours is head and shoulders above both of ours.
Well, I appreciate that. Yours was
think
very
so.
good too.
It's all right. I like that they wrestled 21 times.
Yeah, that was insane. I can't even imagine. I mean, so that took 21 weeks then, or did they wrestle?
There were some pay-per-views in there, so probably a little less.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yeah.
I guess there would be like 21.
Well, and you got it
or
yeah,
like
they were
10 of them or
because
something.
they
Five.
had the brand split then, I would think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they were just on Raw,
I think all of these things would be better than what happened in real life, which was nothing.
which is nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, ChatGPT's any of them. Alphabet Warriors.
Oh, yeah. The
It'll
Alphabet
work.
Warriors are pretty sick. Every letter counts.
And I just crossed yours out. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but we should say it all the time now on the show.
I just crossed yours out.
Every letter counts, and I just crossed yours out. We're going to forget, man. We got to write it down in your notebook, wherever that little thing is.
They're in my book bag, but I didn't bring it.
When
there's
you
no
listen-
pens.
when you
I
listen
have-
to this
I have
podcast-
4 notebooks, but no pens. I'll write it down then.
You want this pen?
No,
When you listen to the podcast and you hear us talking about how you got to write it down,
Then I'll write
Sammy
it down.
Daddy, when you're listening, please write this down so we could remember to say it. What is it again?
Sammy Daddy.
No, the show. What's the phrase?
Every letter counts. And I just crossed yours
Cross
out.
yours out. What the? What you says? Whoa, what
That
did
was
you?
a burp.
That was?
I like had to force it though, so it didn't sound right. And I moved with
Definitely
it.
didn't.
It was like a high pitched burp.
It was really something else. I'll tell
Is
you.
that cactus a pen?
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, I did not expect any of those things. I didn't expect it to be wobbly. I didn't expect the
Oh, yeah. It is wobble, baby, wobble, baby,
Wow.
wobble, baby, wobble.
that song.
Yeah.
I know.
I love WWE.
Me too. I've been you watch any WWE?
Uh,
They've been hitting on all cylinders lately.
I have not watched it, but I have seen, on
Like
YouTube
the clips.
Yeah, I think I probably watched. No, I guess I wouldn't have watched the entire Penta match, but I saw
was
some. I
long.
saw some of it.
It was
I
good.
definitely didn't put that in my match count.
They did a good job of bringing him
I
in.
liked the one the move that he did where he was on the apron and he kind of jumped over the rope and Hurricane Rana, or maybe it was like a flying head scissors on Gable.
I don't
It's crazy to see the fucking Canadian Destroyer in WWE.
Yeah, that was fun. Mexican
Yeah.
Destroyer, they called it.
Yeah,
Because he's Mexican.
that makes sense. Yeah, if he was in the Alphabet Warriors, he would represent M
I guess. That part was confusing.
from Yato.
That part was confusing to me.
Yeah,
Because Kevin Nash was N.
yeah. Well, they didn't want to make him K because they already had K for Kofi.
There's enough. I feel like there's enough wrestlers that have like the same letters, like Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I guess it could have picked someone else.
But then Rey Mysterio. But yeah, then they went Kevin Nash. Maybe
Mhm.
he was a good guy then. I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he came there. To the
No, it's good that he
Outback.
helped. That they beat all 26. I don't know if Cyrus has a letter. So 26 or 27 people.
Yeah.
Those 5 guys beat. They crossed them out.
Do you know the faction in New Japan, Just Five Guys?
Nope.
So there's a faction in New Japan called Just Five Guys. Okay, Sonata was in that group, but then he turned on them and joined the Bullet Club. So now they're called Just Four Guys.
That's cool. I like that. Well, at least they're.
Like their logo changed and everything, and their entrance
Well, they
music.
have to.
Their entrance music was Just Five Guys, and then music, and now it's just
In English?
Four. Yeah, guys. Yes, in English. Taka Michinoku's on there.
Really?
Yeah,
He's still wrestling?
He's in that faction. Yeah,
He's cool.
yeah, he's pretty cool.
They have that driver named after him.
Yeah, I heard about that driver. It's deadly.
It used to be.
Indeed, it did. That's what it did.
Is Funaki there?
No, he's dead.
No, Funaki's not dead.
No, he's not dead. He's alive.
I wasn't buying that one.
He's no longer with
No,
us
but Penta showed up. That was cool.
in the WWE.
I
So you
love
You got
WWE.
Netflix with WWE, Max with
AEW.
AEW. Thank you.
I think you remembered Max,
I
but
was
not
like, what
AEW.
was it?
Fucking, yeah,
What
I
else?
know.
Is that it?
Yeah.
TNA. Did you see TNA and WWE have a
Yeah, I saw TNA posted on Instagram. Yeah.
multi-year
Yeah.
deal?
That's cool.
But the only thing is, I feel like it is TNA and WWE that have the deal, but it's NXT
Yeah, I
and
know.
TNA.
I know.
But that's fine with
It's
me.
fine, but I do think it'd be yeah.
Oh,
I
and
guess it would be a lot
I
if it was on
watched
Raw.
the New Year's Evil, I think.
Oh yeah,
NXT.
yeah. I didn't watch that,
It
but I
was-
do know of it.
I don't know who anybody is.
Mhm.
I know some names. I know like Ethan Page, and some of the people that have gone back down. Stephanie, one of our favorites, Stephanie Vakor.
Mm-hmm. More of a core.
Give me more Vakor.
In
It's not how you
2025.
say it though.
No, it's Vakir.
Vakive. Stephanie Vakive in 2025. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I like how you said
it's
thank you
great.
for hitting at the button.
I saw you were gonna hit the button
Yeah.
now, and I saw them gearing
No,
up.
she's cool.
to clap.
She's great.
But just NXT in general, it was really fun.
That's good.
It's kind of fun watching it.
Is
not
it 2
knowing-
hours or 1 hour?
2?
Is it really?
I thought.
Huh.
It felt like 2. Yeah, because they had a lot. The other thing, they had like the first 3 matches of the show were women.
Oh
And
yeah.
I feel like you never
Nice.
see that on anything.
Yeah, right.
And it was like I think the first match was, who was the champion? Roxy Perez?
I don't actually know,
Roxanne.
but that sounds right. Roxanne
champion?
Perez is definitely a person.
and Julia,
Oh shit,
which
nice.
and Julia won.
Nice. So
Which-
she's the new champion.
New champion.
Wow.
And then there was like a 6-woman tag match. And then another one.
Oh shit.
And then the main event was a 3-way, and Femi.
I've heard of that guy.
He's cool.
I think I've heard like
He's the new
Brian
champion.
Alvarez talking about. it.
He's gonna be cool.
Okay.
I mean, he is cool, but once I don't know if
he's gonna be cooler.
he's he just seems like a big dude. Like you believe it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
somebody that makes you believe.
That's cool.
And Ethan Page is there.
Yeah,
He's awesome. He's great.
yeah, he is
And there's
good.
other people.
I watched. Let's see. I watched Wrestle Kingdom, Wrestle Dynasty.
Yeah.
You watched at least one match, right?
I watched Kenny and
Yeah,
Kid.
that's the best match of the whole weekend.
Kenny Kid. Used
Yeah,
to be
I
on
mean,
the radio here.
Takesh does both matches from him for both nights are really good too. But
I heard
the best match
overall
was for
though
sure.
that it was kind of like the
Wrestle Kingdom was definitely not as good
It
as
was
Wrestle
like,
Dynasty. Yeah.
and they were blaming your boy.
Oh, Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily.
I'm not.
I
I'm
think
not
it's-
blaming him.
I think it's because it's versus Shota Umino, and he's just not ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was an all right
No,
match.
that's fine. I'm not. Like I said, I didn't. I just kind of heard that
Yeah.
it was.
I guess like the next night, you know,
like,
because
"Eh."
Ricochet versus Zack Sabre Jr. was
Yeah.
actually really
I
pretty
imagine
good.
it was good.
I mean, it wasn't a good match to follow Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd.
Ricochet seems to be figuring it out,
Yeah.
or maybe this was his plan. I don't know, but he
I
seems
have
to
to
be
doubt
figuring
it.
it out.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't
there's no
think
way.
this was the plan.
No.
But the plan, like, all right, he's going with it well. I don't mind the social media stuff usually,
hmm
but I don't like. I don't know.
The Andrew
I
Tate
don't
thing.
like his social media stuff.
Yeah, I don't follow him on anything, so I don't.
just see stuff.
I know.
Sometimes.
I'm like I don't know if I would necessarily agree with him.
I don't know, but like
on things like that, but
I don't know about his opinion on things.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean, if
saying,
you're
like, when
sharing
he
Andrew
argues
Tate-
with people. Oh, is that what he's doing?
yeah,
I think he looks like him.
I
Doesn't
think
he?
that's
Is that the thing?
I don't know if that's why he's doing it. I don't even know what he shared. I just heard about
Oh,
it.
I don't know anything about what he
yeah,
shared.
yeah,
I meant how he like argues with people.
yeah. That I like. I understand why that's
But you're
not
just asking
cool.
for more.
I know, but like at the same time, if like people were constantly talking shit to me online, it would
I get
definitely
it.
get on my nerves.
Yeah, but there's also I don't know.
Like that's why I
We're
don't
not in that
like with
spot.
celebrities, with like famous people online. I feel like I don't really know what
write
it's
them
like.
letters to their house to let them know
Yes,
how much you don't like
yes,
them. The old-fashioned one.
Right, or you give them a phone call and
Yeah,
you let them
find
know.
their number. Hey, you suck.
Yeah,
I don't like what you do. And
Right.
that movie you were in
Yeah.
was terrible.
yeah, I hated it and I hate you. Go to hell.
Love, Joe.
Yeah, love always, hot Joe.
Love always, Joe. But yeah, so Ricochet seems to be figuring his stuff out, though. I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm a Ricochet fan.
Yeah, I like him.
I don't know.
As a
honestly,
wrestler?
I have no idea about what he shared
Yeah, I
or
don't
said
know.
or whatever.
Me either. But
So I
he's,
can't comment on that, but
I
as
don't
far
know.
as
Maybe
wrestling-
he's just stupid and doesn't know who that is. I don't know.
He seems. I have no idea about any of that. But wrestling wise, he's fun.
Yeah.
But they're figuring it out. That's what I'll give him.
Yeah. I mean,
And the Hurt Business.
the
no.
the AW Hurt Syndicate. AW's been in these smaller venues, which you have constantly said you would
I mean, I
love
know,
to see.
like I said, I'm not the only person or the first person to say that for them.
True,
I
but
think
you're-
it's so much
true.
better.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's-
probably
it's
the
had-
smartest one to say it. Though.
That's true.
That I'll go out on that.
And the
limb.
first.
Yeah, and the only.
Oh,
Both.
yeah.
Thanks, creamers. But yeah, I think it looks better,
Yeah.
and it just makes sense to me.
Yeah. Now here's I think what they need to do now. Have Adam
Big arenas.
have Cope yeah. Have Cope retire.
Okay.
Have Christian Cage retire. Have Jeff Jarrett retire. Have Chris Jericho retire. And then that's all they got to really do, and I think they'll be on the right track.
I hear that from a lot of people.
Especially Jericho.
I just talked to somebody today, and I said, you know what Jericho needs to do? Just go back to WWE and give it another throw another year in there.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have to do a Chris Jericho farewell tour, but he should come back for, let's say, 6 months. And for each month, like, he should come back the first month and be Y2J.
Mhm.
And then the month after that, come back short hair in the suit.
You know
And then the
damn
month
well.
after that, come back with the light up jacket.
Mhm.
Then give me the list for a month.
Mhm.
And then if you want to do fucking Lionheart or whatever, go
You
ahead.
know
But
he's going to want to do like Painmaker and stuff, like because he definitely he's like a mark for himself, Chris Jericho.
that's what I was talking to the guy about today, and I'm like, he's always one of my favorites, and I know you are in the same boat.
Yeah.
But like right now, I just not a lot of stuff, like even a lot of things that people don't like or even I don't like in wrestling, I'll watch because it's part of the show or whatever. But then like when the learning tree thing comes on, I just like I don't care.
Yeah, no. Yesterday when I was watching Dynamite,
Because
Jer-
they did the backstage.
Yeah, it was like a news thing.
Yeah.
I was watching Dynamite. My wife was on the talking to me about something. Dynamite came back on and it was that. And then I started just paying attention to the TV and not her when she was talking. And she realized like, oh, the show's back on. And she's like, oh, sorry. And then after Jericho was done talking, I was like, it wasn't really worth interrupting you to get to like hear this.
The King
promo.
of New York?
I'd rather have heard what you were saying because
Isn't he the King of New York?
well, he claims that, but the King of New York. I mean, have you seen the Newsies? Jericho ain't the King of New York. You know what I mean?
All right, if you say so.
But no, I don't know. I think Jericho
Who's he fighting? Who's he mad with?
he got to go.
Who's he fighting now?
Jericho is feuding.
He fought Cardona. Is he the champ?
Who Jericho?
Yeah.
The Ring of Honor champion?
champ?
Yeah. He's feuding with who the hell? I mean, he
just
just
beat
talked
Cardona,
about them
right?
yesterday when he was doing his little thing. Oh,
He beat Cardona.
he could,
at
Cope
the
is a
thing.
dope.
Oh, is he beating up?
It's
Cope?
like a
Oh,
side
yeah.
story before the
Cope's
because
a
obviously
dope.
Copeland's going to move on to fight Moxley at Revolution, which I like the new logo. Did you see it?
For Revolution.
Yeah, it's not like green anymore. It's like yellow.
No, I didn't see it. I didn't notice.
Yeah,
Good one. All right, good for them.
good for them.
Good job. Good logo.
Yeah.
Good
But
job.
I, as much as I dislike Jericho, I still feel no. I don't feel like it's nearly as bad as Hulk Hogan.
That was so funny. I thought of you. I thought of you immediately. 'Cause
Yeah, my uncle did too.
and I'm like, no shit. They're bringing him out. And he came out, and I'm like, all right, that's a decent reaction. Whatever. I get it. And then it was just boos. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, they really are booing him. And I thought of you. And,
Oh,
then,
yeah,
they,
man.
and then they kept booing him. And I'm like, wow. And then
He deserves it.
and then they kept booing him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. And then
And then
he left, and they were still booing him. And then like booing was trending on Twitter.
I saw that. Yeah.
And like it just blew my mind. It became such a joke, and it just made me think like, will Netflix be like, yeah, we don't put him back on?
I hope everybody
Or will they
says don't
just
put him
think,
back out
like-
there again, and he just dies.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, you put him out somewhere else, it's not going to be the same. But it was like the perfect storm of
Yeah.
booze.
Yeah. Right. Which he was out there to sell booze.
Who would have thought?
The irony.
He thinks Andre the Giant would have loved those beers.
Did he really say that?
There was a clip.
He's so lame, man.
He said Andre was at the Tampa airport, and he called him, and he showed up at the Tampa airport, and they were at the bar, and he had 135 beers in 55 minutes.
Right on. I mean, I've heard that kind of story about him before.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
I've had a Hulk Hogan beer.
Yeah, that's right. Because
It's-
you didn't go.
I
meet
didn't
him.
go and meet him.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't going that far.
Was it all right?
I just wanted to try it. It's whatever. If you like a Bud Light or a Coors Light or
Yeah.
one of those type of deals, then you'll love it.
Right. But if you like that kind of beer, but you're also a racist,
Oh, you'll love it.
yeah, you're gonna love it.
You'll probably get a poster, flag of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm glad Hulk Hogan
I thought
died.
it was funny. Died?
Yeah.
I don't think he died.
I know. But I'm just getting ready for when he eventually does.
I think the
I'm
funniest
gonna
things I
say.
saw was on Pat McAfee's, like his actual show.
Yeah.
They did you see any of that?
Mm-mm.
They had the one guy does really good impressions, and they said, oh, actually some breaking news about, which I'm surprised they did this. Some breaking news. Somebody from last night's Raw is holding a press conference right now. It's Hulk Hogan, and the guy dressed up as Hulk Hogan and
That's
did a whole
hilarious.
press conference. I was like, not flattering
Yeah.
at all. But the
Pat
best part,
McAfee is not
he doesn't
worried about
really
getting
care.
fired.
No.
Like it's not gonna happen.
no, he's fine, and they know it. And
Yeah.
I'm sure Triple H and Michael Cole and whoever else laughed at it.
Probably.
But it was great because he's like, yeah, I can't believe they were booing Jimmy Hart like that. And I'm like, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's good. No, it's funny too because it's like Hulk Hogan he ruined his fucking legacy, man. Like there's people who
Yeah, you almost,
like I mean
you almost feel bad.
the WrestleMania
You
where
don't, but-
he slammed Andre, WrestleMania 3
hmm
is the most the most viewed WrestleMania of all time. I think like 80 million people watched it on TV or something, or 30 million or something. I don't know.
Mm.
A whole lot of people. He was the most famous wrestler of all
Well, he was
time.
bigger
He's
than
probably
wrestler.
one of the most recognizable celebrities of all time.
Ever.
And he just couldn't stop being a piece of shit.
I think it's not so much what he did. It's so much how he is
I think it's a
like
combination of all
after
of
the
it.
fact.
He said racist things.
I don't think that. I don't think the saying
Says
racist
he said he
things
was a
is-
racist.
That's I think
That's part of it.
how he acted or responded after the fact
Yeah.
is what rubs more people
Yes,
the wrong
for
way. It's like,
sure.
hey man, like you could make a mistake.
hmm You could accidentally.
or
You
not
could. You
understand
can by
where you were
accident
coming
say that
from.
you're a racist. So it happens to the best of us. Part of life.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. I agree.
No,
Because
no,
then
no,
afterwards, what he did.
But then what you say like that way too, it's like, oh shit, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm trying to stick up for, or maybe I want to.
I think you're trying to emphasize the
stick
fact.
up for him, but like
I think you're trying to emphasize that a lot of people didn't like his. You know, he could have apologized and he could have actually tried to make change and be different, but he didn't. He instead
well, he just
apologized.
gave like a sorry I got caught.
Yes, guys, make sure no one's recording
Stop it,
when you say the N word.
brother, dude. Let me tell you something, dude.
Yeah.
Don't let people record you
Yeah.
when you're saying racial slurs.
No,
You do that in the privacy of your own home,
that's right,
brother. After you say your prayers.
Mm-hmm. And after you bang your daughter's
I
friend.
think the other thing is, oh, did he?
Yeah. He
The
was
other
19.
thing is, Hulk. I believe. I mean that. Yeah, I.
He was
totally
still
believe that.
married to Linda.
I totally believe all this.
Mhm.
Linda probably banged her too.
She married her son's friend.
The one that he killed.
No,
Oh, that's the other
He
thing.
didn't kill him. He's alive.
There's the other one. He killed the one friend.
No, he's a vegetable.
No, I think he killed him, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure he's alive.
Oh. There's that phone
He's just
call
like he's really screwed up. Yeah, where he was
where
like,
he's like, I don't know what he did, but he
He's-
deserved it.
yeah, God
And it's like,
punished- God's
Jesus
punishing
Christ.
him.
We'll
Yeah.
get you out of there. We'll get you back on the TV
right. This
show.
is my saying. He's a piece of shit
That's,
human.
that's what I think
Yeah.
gets people more than like specifically. It's like all of it.
Right.
If it was like a really good guy and he made a mistake and didn't realize what he was doing, okay.
Right. We saw him
But
at
it's
the
just like, you
RNC.
just
We know he's a
fucking lie
racist.
And you lie
Yeah.
and you lie. Like you're lying about things that don't matter.
Right.
Nobody thinks you're going to be in Metallica. Stop it.
Yeah. Right.
Or what was it? I just saw another one, and he was talking about, I was filming Suburban Commando, and we needed a big guy, and I knew this guy, Mark Calloway,
yeah.
and I got him in there, and then I said, we got to hook you up with Vince, brother. And I
Yeah.
was in the room, and they named him The Undertaker. And then they're like, Suburban Commando came out in 1990.
Yeah.
Okay, so then they show clips of Bruce Pritchard and The Undertaker
Yeah.
talking about it. He goes, yeah, so I worked with Vince and, I debuted and then whatever. And they're like, he debuted in 1980, like a year before the movie came out.
hmm
And then they threw him in the movie or something like that.
Right,
Or
right.
it was like, it's just like, why?
Right. Especially because people are going to know about this. It's not like if
It's not that hard to figure out.
right.
If you want to do the Metallica thing, go ahead. Because maybe Metallica's commented on it.
No, they have.
And they said
they
no.
said no. Yeah.
They said who?
They said They said
Terry?
oh yeah, he was the best bassist.
Back up, Terry.
They were like bassist. No, he was saying he was a racist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now his story makes sense.
Nah, he was saying he was a racist for Metallica.
Remind me, note to self. Make back up Terry memes with Hulk Hogan in it.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
Terry, back up, Terry, back up. Put it in reverse, Terry. You never seen that?
No.
There's a guy in a wheelchair, like a motorized wheelchair, lighting fireworks in the street, and they're like helping him, and they light the firework, and they go, "All right, back up, Terry," and like his wheelchair like dies,
Oh no.
and there's these fireworks going off. Terry's fine.
Okay.
Back up, Terry. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse. You never seen that?
Uh-uh.
I'll show you that at the end
All right.
after the show.
Sounds funny.
Oh, it's.
I mean, because he's
I'm
okay.
building it up. I think so. Who cares? No, Terry's fine. He's
Okay.
he's already in a wheelchair. What's the worst that could happen?
He could die.
He gets in a car with Nick Hogan.
I don't even want to push any of these buttons. That was mean.
Isn't that his name, Nick?
Nick, yeah, his son. Yeah.
We talked a lot about Hulk Hogan today.
Well,
That was funny.
He's a
It
hot
was still
top.
funny though.
Topic, not hot top. Like a bottom.
He's a top.
I doubt it. Yeah, he is.
I would say
He likes to flex.
Brutus the barber was the bottom. Brutus the bottom beefcake.
Brutus the bottom beefcake. I love it.
Hey, note to self. Brutus the bottom beefcake t-shirts
That would be great. I'd buy one of those motherfuckers.
with the scissors, with the big shears.
Yeah.
What else happened on wrestling? Nothing.
That's it. That's all.
That was
It's a fairly new year.
It was just wild. New Japan came out strong with their stuff. I know I said there was New Japan strong.
I know. I was thinking that too when you said it. They already had
But they still
another
had
show
They
after
had their
that.
big shows.
Yeah, then they had Battle in the Valley. Now
Battle
they
in
got
the
New
Valley.
Beginnings coming up soon.
Raw makes the jump to Netflix
Yeah.
and is very successful.
Mhm.
AEW seems to be this was one of my predictions, if you remember.
I do.
They're getting back on the right track, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
You still have your. Oh, that's what we were
You
talking
don't
about. All
just
the
jump.
old guys.
Yeah, it takes a minute to get on the right track.
I'd be fine with
All those
Jeff
guys
Jarrett doing his. Jeff Jarrett doing his last
Yeah,
hurrah.
That's
give
fine.
Him, give him a
Jarrett-
title match.
Jarrett
Give him a pay per view main event. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. You don't, there's not just 4 pay per views anymore, so it's not a big deal.
right.
Give him a pay per view main event,
And then
and then I don't know. It'd be cool if he went back to Impact, but I don't think that's going to be happening.
no,
if
I
his
would
last
doubt it.
deal is signed with AEW.
Yeah, his
It'd
last
be
deal
cool
as a
if they
wrestler
did.
anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's gonna do some. He's got to do backstage stuff. Well, he was doing backstage stuff in WWE, right? Wasn't he producing or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was, and I think he does producing stuff in AEW too.
Yeah, they don't listen.
I'm
to
sure
him.
he'll still work there.
Oh, he should. He Jeff Jarrett ain't gonna have no trouble finding a job somewhere.
No,
So who else was the old guys you didn't like?
well, I mean, I
Not
don't.
that you
dis-
don't like him.
I
that
think
you-
the one that I dislike the least is probably Christian Cage.
he's doing some of his best stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been lately, but he has in the last few years.
This
Yeah,
iteration.
he just returned, I think. Or, I don't
well, he
know.
took out Taz.
I guess I haven't really been
right?
watching AEW. Yeah,
He took out Taz, and then that's why Hook and him fought.
Mhm.
And then Hook won.
and then it was Tony.
because Samoa Joe showed up.
Oh yeah, Joe returned. Yeah, the other hot Joe.
Yeah, boy is he. Where was he? Was he filming Twisted Metal 2? Season 2?
He was doing something, but I don't remember what. I mean, it must have been that. I know he was filming something. I heard
He's
Meltzer
cool.
talking about it. I think maybe it was Twisted Metal too.
No, so you get the Joe and Hook. What are they going to call that?
Hook Joe.
Samoa Hook?
Hmm.
But even Hook, I don't know. Even like Hook, I'm kind of like, I like Hook, but he hasn't had like anything going on that I'm
No,
like,
I know
into.
he's not hot anymore.
I don't know why,
Yeah,
but I don't know what else. I can't be like they should have done this instead.
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he
Just-
should go to WWE.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think he should go
He
to
could be a good
NXT.
NXT guy. Yeah, I mean,
And he needs to learn.
I don't know if I feel like Taz might hate WWE, and he might be like poisoning his not poisoning his son about it, but I feel like if my dad
Tell
was
him
like,
to stay away.
son, I hate that
You
place
don't
over
want to
there.
go. You don't want to go over there.
Yeah,
You see that orange?
yeah. I was a member of the Alphabet Warriors, and they put an extra Z at the end of my name. I hated it.
I was supposed to be T, but he was Z because he had
Mm-hmm.
the extra Z.
Yeah, they gave him that other Z. He hated it.
Oh, he did. I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Taz, I feel like if you asked him about it, he'd be like, I just don't look back. It's always about,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
Because sometimes I think like if AEW went out of business,
Mm-hmm. Who would go where kind of thing?
yeah, and I feel like Kenny Omega would probably go back to New Japan,
Mm-hmm.
and that's cool with me because that's what I would do. That would just become my promotion, the only one I watch. And then the Young Bucks, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the people who have issues with CM Punk would probably not go to WWE
Yeah.
because I wouldn't want to go to work at a new place where there's a person that I already know hates me.
You're not friends.
Yeah.
And he's well
Making-
received
Right.
in WWE
So the people are
or
like,
wherever.
Nick fucking sucks, bro. Guy sucks.
I don't know. I think
He's a prick.
the fact that CM Punk went back at all, or you can pick a ton of other people in the past that like if they can make money, they would take the Bucks,
Hmm. Yeah. True.
and they could.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But then like where's Orange Cassidy gonna go?
Probably. I don't know. I mean,
And it's not a shot at him,
Sure. I don't know.
but that's like a very specific
yeah.
character.
I mean, there
Mox
would
can go
probably
back.
be some kind of like an indie resurgence, where like
Yeah.
the guys who don't and like
Oh, definitely.
and so maybe like I don't know GCW.
Yeah. They
Even
make
though
their
I'm gonna be
rounds.
honest with you, I don't really like GCW.
It's all right.
I watch it and I'm like,
They're fine.
this is not like what.
Nothing against them.
When you like, I feel like you think of them as like a current day ECW, but then when you watch them, they're just like not that. They're like pretty. I don't know.
Boring.
They're okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I want to like them.
I see more like clips and
Yeah.
look who showed up.
Yeah.
Because they're probably your top indie.
I would think they're the biggest indie
Because it
in
used
the
to
country.
be like PWG,
Yes, and Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor, and that's it.
Wasn't there another promotion? Oh, wait, Full Impact Pro. Remember that?
Nope.
Wonder whatever happened to those blokes. FIP.
Mm. I don't even know what that is.
It was a promotion. I don't know. I think it was a West Coast promotion. CZW.
CZW.
That's I don't,
Chikara.
yeah, Chikara. Which rest in peace, Chikara.
What else was there?
I've been thinking about getting into.
There was other ones I got into, but it was
Yeah.
because of who I followed. So I don't know if they were actually
Yeah.
big indies or.
Yeah, because like last year, just in January after I watched Wrestle Kingdom, I was like, I want to follow New Japan throughout the year, and
Yeah.
not just watch Wrestle Kingdom every year.
Right.
And so I did that. And then this year, I'm like, maybe I should add another promotion, you know? And so I was like, should I do another Japanese promotion? I wanted to do Stardom, but they have because they have a Stardom World app like New Japan,
Okay.
but that's the thing. It's not an app. It's
What is
it's
it?
a streaming service, but it's only on the browser.
Like a computer?
Yeah, got to go on a computer for that shit.
Stop it. 2025. Year of our Lord. Get with it.
God damn it. And then so then I was like, okay, well, what about there's an app called, hold on, let's see what it's called. The people who, because you know DDT
hmm
and
I'm familiar. I haven't like really watched.
there's DDT and then Pro Wrestling Noah are owned by the same company.
Okay.
And there's a streaming service for those two promotions called Wrestle Universe. So I'm like, all right, well, what are the biggest events of these promotions? You know, so I Google like, what's the biggest event in Pro Wrestling Noah, and it's called New Year's Day, or the New Year or something, and it's on New Year's Day. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. What's the biggest event in DDT? If
New
you had
Year's
to
Day?
guess what it was called, what would you call it? What
New
would you-
Year's Eve.
No,
New Year's Day.
it's called Wrestle Peter Pan.
Really?
Yeah,
Wrestle Peter Pan?
yeah.
It's funny because that's what we were gonna change the name of the show to. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
We're
it's
going with
taken.
Wrestle Cream.
Yeah.
Well, we already have the Peters.
What's up, Peters?
Peters.
Oh man. So what's your match
How
count for
my little
2025?
panties? You want to know my match count for? I have to look it up.
2025, the year of our Lord. Well, I'll go
I-
first. While you
No,
you want to go
I
first?
will go first. I want to go first for this new year.
You know, and your first match of the year was Hangman versus Orange Cassidy too.
I don't know. Is that the second time they fought?
Well, as well.
I know. Yes, the first
smart
match
aleck.
I watched of this year was that opener of AEW Dynamite on New Year's Day.
Okay.
Hangman versus Orange Cassidy. My count so far is 34 matches.
Nice.
I hope you have 33.
It's
No,
My-
my count's 34. 3-4.
my match count is 54.
Damn.
Yes.
It's because you watch all that New Japan stuff.
Yes.
They have 12 matches on a show.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch more, but I made sure to watch that one.
But I also watched some DDT and Noah on that because there's a free trial.
Oh, they have all those quick matches over there.
Well, that's just I just put it
don't know.
on and
No,
have it on
yeah,
the
you
match.
just have it on all day. Yeah.
So that's why I was
Damn.
able to get 20 more than you. That's the only reason because I've added 2 promotions. So I probably watched 10 Noah matches and 10 DDT matches.
Now I get it. Yeah.
Um,
I've been watching. Well, that's. And
I also watched the first Double or Nothing again.
I thought about this, and I'm like, well, I'm watching Raw, and there's fucking 4 matches,
Yes.
and you're watching a New Japan show, and obviously, like the New Japan show is 8 hours long. I feel like,
yeah.
but you're watching a New Japan show that has 11 matches,
Yes.
and if you watch the fucking pre-show, it's 13, which is great. I'm not mad.
No, of
but I'm
course.
just, I will say I did watch that Raw because it was on the 6th, so the first Raw that they had all year, and once it was over, and I was double checking my count. I'm like, you motherfuckers only did 4. Like, you're fucking me over so hard.
That is really nuts. 3-hour show.
I think it was about 3.
Wow. 3 hours
'Cause that
and
was
only
so-
4 matches.
I wanted to ask you what you thought about this one. Oh, there was something else we were supposed to talk about on here. Oh, I had questions about Kenny and Kid,
Oh yeah.
but they said Penta's segment went over,
Yeah, I heard about that.
but the show was 2.5 hours.
I know.
So I understand the idea
I
of
don't.
still.
I heard.
We want to stick with what
Yeah.
we have planned for that week.
Right.
And if that's 15 minutes, it needs to be 15
Yeah.
minutes, or else everybody's just going to go over every
I
time.
heard that I don't remember if it was from What Culture or what that they were oh, we talked to the people we know
Nobody
in
was
WWE,
mad or
and everybody's
anything.
basically just like, yeah, like we get it. This is his big moment for him, and his
And
family
he
was
was
there.
happy to be there, like genuinely happy.
No one was like upset. Like they,
Yeah, I just thought it was strange to me. It was like, well, you expected a half hour more.
yeah,
So I thought that was strange.
yeah,
That you can go, and they said it. They're like, the show could be 40 minutes. The show could be 4 hours. We can do what we want now.
yeah.
But I think they're still on regular TV in some countries.
Raw.
I think so.
I don't know.
In like India or something.
Okay.
I think they're on regular TV, so they would still have to. I don't know, like the rules, and do they always do the top of the hour in other countries and stuff like that?
I think AEW recently became in Canada. They're on the USA Network.
That's funny.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that Canada even has that?
Yeah, that is strange. You'd think they'd have a CAN network.
Yeah, Canada.
Oh, duh. Duh. Network. Thank you.
I am the cream, yeah.
What was I? Oh, the Kenny and Gabe Kidd thing.
Yeah.
Was it expected that Kenny would be booed?
No.
Okay.
No way.
Because I was watching it and I'm like, I get what's happening. And Gabe Kidd had the New Japan on his shorts, and he was the Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Defending
I've been
the promotion.
Here, you're CM Punk coming back for the glory.
Yeah, for sure. The good way to look at it.
Well, I have to because I have to relate it to WWE, or else I won't understand.
I love WWE.
Thank you. But no, I was just caught off guard, but I didn't watch enough of. I saw when Kenny came back. I think we talked about it.
Yeah.
And he said he would wrestle, and then I think Kidd attacked him that night.
Yes.
So I think we talked about that. I didn't see any other build up to it.
It was
but
just
I went into
talking.
it assuming. When I was talking, but I just didn't know what was said.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't. Yeah. I went into it assuming, all right, well, Kidd's
the heel,
cocky, evil Bullet Club guy.
Yeah.
And Kenny's the returning hero, not just coming back to New Japan, but coming back to wrestling from his life-threatening illness, where he had feet of intestine removed from his body surgically.
Yeah, or intestine, if Don Callis is saying it.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he keeps saying his intestine.
I like it. Don's doing all right.
Yeah, he's good. But yeah, no, I know. And then the crowd's
so that wasn't
booing.
expected.
No,
I get it, though.
And Kenny did a good job.
But then they tweaked it enough.
Yeah, like when he fucking kicked that young boy.
With the ice?
Yeah.
He wanted the ice? Yeah, he did it perfectly, yeah.
And then I guess because
that's why I questioned
then he
it.
yelled in Japanese.
Hurry up.
Yeah, like
or
you
didn't go fast enough or something, yeah.
And like, yeah, no, I know. Because here's the thing. If he pivoted to do that, then that young boy definitely did not know that Kenny Omega was going to kick him. So that's
sweet.
Like, it's so cool.
The only...
That fucking...
I'm not saying it was the perfect match.
No.
I can't remember every aspect of it. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like is, and I get it, and I guess maybe that had to be tweaked too, is the who's the guys with Gabe Kidd?
Oh,
the War Dogs?
Clark Connors.
Is that them?
Well, the whole they're like fucking David Finlay.
Yeah.
Those two guys, which are Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney.
That's the guys that were ringside.
Those are they're the junior tag champions. I don't know if they currently are, but they usually are.
Well, I wish they weren't there for that match.
Really?
Yeah,
I liked it.
I didn't think they had it.
It made me kind of want the Young Bucks to come out because they were there. And they used to do this for him.
Could have been a thing, yeah.
But then, they're like they're
about
against
that
him.
aspect of it.
They're like against him. So, but like that's why I liked it. I also liked all the shit talking they were doing.
I felt like it was taken away from it for me.
I liked when you were like, "You fucking bitch!" You just hear like someone yelling this in the background.
It was
Holy shit!
Wild.
Yeah, I like
always
those guys
gets
though.
me.
They're a good tag team. They're I think they were the best tag team of the year last year.
I just felt my perspective of what that match was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And like they didn't add anything.
No, they didn't.
And I think it was the one time when they put Kenny through a table or something. Not the first table spot, but the other one on the side of the ring. Not outside the barricade. I think they put him through a table.
Oh, that was after that
and
one.
And then it was after that one.
Yeah.
And they were like, and they were like getting in the camera and stuff, and I'm like, get out of my way.
I liked it because it reminded, like I said,
it.
it made me think of when the Young Bucks used to be out there with Kenny, but like these guys are just like total shit.
And that was something I followed, so it made more sense. So I don't get it.
These guys were like total pricks.
All right, no, you sold. All right, I stand corrected on that. I still was surprised by the booing thing, like I said, caught me off guard.
But I love that Kenny.
But it worked.
Did you see his like post
match? No.
The scrum. He was just like talking about how I was about to say I'll play it in the fucking Bluetooth, but then I remembered New Japan would definitely strike this.
Yeah, they're not big
but he was just like talking about how he didn't expect to be booed and how how he's disappointed, but then like that disappointment turned into rage.
Yeah,
and it was really good. It was really good.
I thought he might lose.
He was like saying like he felt betrayed by the audience for doing that, and
That's
I'm like,
cool.
Kenny's great.
He is. He's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, breaking news: Kenny Omega's all right at wrestling, I guess. Yep.
No, yeah, he's.
He's cool.
Yeah.
And he's back.
Yeah, he is.
He wrestled on Dynamite this week against
Brian Cage.
my personal friend Cage.
Yeah, it was a good match.
I guess it
was a good TV match.
I don't know who's with who, and I get confused. I thought they were with Jake the Snake,
Who?
but they got traded.
Oh,
Archer and Cage were
well,
with Jake
I don't
the
think
Snake,
they were
but
together
didn't
when
they-
he was with Jake
But
the
then they
Snake.
trade to Don Callis, and then Jake the Snake got
La
the
Faction in Gobernobles.
Toros, Black Taurus. What's his name?
The Beast Mortos.
Yeah.
The Beast Mortos, Roosh, and I don't remember who else. But yeah, the La Faction and Gobernoble.
There were Jake the Snake.
Yes.
That's confusing.
But I haven't even seen them. Well, again, though, I haven't watched Dynamite since
I don't watch
October.
Collision.
Yeah, I mean, I've started to. That's
I'll
another
see,
thing.
I'll see the clips and stuff, but
Yeah, that's another reason that I had
I forget
a
it's
higher
on.
match count than you, because I watched
More
two
wrestling.
collisions.
You probably watch more wrestling than me.
Oh, that makes sense. But I watched two collisions and the two fucking long New Japan
Plus,
shows.
I watch WWE and they don't wrestle.
No, yeah, they emphasize the E in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first W.
In the world, yeah, that's true.
We
They've got Penta there now.
are the world.
Penta.
The second best luchador ever.
Yeah, I know that's what they said, but I think
Originally, they
I
said
was
the
listening
best,
to
though.
Busted Open talk about it, and what's his fucking name? Bully Ray was talking about, you know who Penta reminds me of? Two wrestlers combined, and then Dave LaGreca was like Rey Mysterio and I don't remember who he said.
Mhm.
I was thinking maybe he was going to say Kane, and then he said it's two luchadors, and I was like, oh, obviously you probably
Laparca?
yes, that's what
I
he
saw
was.
somebody post on social media. I don't remember.
I think
which
it's
one.
his charisma.
But they were like, Penta's homage to Laparca. And I'm like, that's not.
Right. What? But what was the
It was literally just a picture of Laparca and then Penta
Oh,
because they kind of both look like skeletons.
he just starts.
Well,
that was what I
Laparca
was going to
definitely
say
looks like a
because of the
skeleton.
paint. Is that what they were
It was
saying?
the whole outfit.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't think it has anything to do with him.
I don't think so either.
But
I think-
Laparca's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I always liked Laparca.
Pentagon, Pentagon Senior was the evil version of Octagon,
Yeah. Isn't that what he wore?
and
Like
he
a
wore like a
black
martial
and
arts.
white and the martial arts
Yeah.
thingy. So
So it's just
it's
a
just
play on
funny
that.
to see how things
Yeah.
like because now there's people that are like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
He like Laparca.
Right, these gringos.
No, don't get me started.
I won't.
I want Phoenix to come and show up now though, but that's like a year away.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came.
Is that
No,
what
Phoenix?
that's what you want? That was Ray Phoenix.
That's what I want.
No, I know. I think
I think
AEW
let's
should
get
just let him go.
Phoenix.
Free Phoenix.
You know he's gonna go there.
I know, but I was
So-
actually like the things I liked about Phoenix not being there though was that Penta got to be Penta and do the arm stuff, and he got to be like
Yeah, he got to do his
instead of
thing.
being a tag, because I don't really like the Lucha Bros. I like them as a tag team; they're a good, interesting and entertaining tag team.
They should be more.
I just
of-
like Penta when he's his character of like this evil guy.
Let's do it like the Usos are now.
Mhm.
Where like they're not a tag team, but they're
Yeah,
cool. They're friends again.
that'd be fine. Yeah,
But they're
But-
singles wrestlers
right,
that
right.
are brothers.
Yeah, I want to rewatch Lucha Underground. You
We
have
should.
it on Apple,
We'll
right?
do it. I bought them all on Apple.
Nice.
Because that's the only way I know how to own it.
Yeah. No, I look over.
You know what I'm gonna do? Note to self. I'm gonna,
I know what you're gonna do. Can I guess?
You got it.
You're gonna
Go ahead.
you're gonna record it on VHS.
I'm gonna put all the Lucha Underground on VHS
Yeah.
tapes.
and then,
I needed the thing, and now I know what the thing is.
well, okay. So then we got. Have you ever seen like
I'll sell them to you.
you could find
Not you,
you can find
them.
compilations of like 90s television commercials and stuff. Like
Yeah.
have you ever
I've
watched
seen
them?
those on YouTube
There's
and
like yeah,
stuff.
like there's like 2-hour long ones.
It was like
and stuff.
Halloween commercials
Yeah.
from.
So you should just like screen record all those
And
and
play-
then edit them into the Lucha Underground VHS tapes so that it gets.
They
the,
used to have like the regular commercials were nothing special. There'd always be like a Modelo,
yeah.
but the El Rey commercials were always really fun because
Really?
it would be like
The network.
the 5-finger heart punch of doom Monday
cool.
marathon
Ah,
kung
that's
fu
cool.
explosion.
Yeah, that sounds like something Robert Rodriguez would do because
Well,
he
it was,
owned it.
well, it was all not cult, like grind. It was like
grind-
karate.
Yeah, and grind.
There'd be like karate movie day,
Yeah.
grindhouse action movie day, grindhouse. What do you call it? Like mystery noir, whatever day. It
I
was a
know.
cool. It's a cool. Is it still a channel?
No.
Well, it was.
Yeah.
When it was, it was.
It was
cool.
like
They
a
still
Latin
have a free
American channel.
version. They used to at least on might be on Roku, like the Roku free channels I get.
Yeah.
There's a El Rey channel.
That's cool. Did they have Lucha Underground on there?
They did.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen it recently, but it used to be on like every morning for a couple hours, and then on the weekend it would be like 7 till noon.
I wish, because I remember when Netflix had
They
Lucha
had the
Underground.
first 3 seasons, I think,
Yeah. That was when I watched
or
it.
2. They definitely had 2. Yeah,
That was when that was
I
like,
just wish they had DVDs.
that was the good old days when you can watch wrestling on Netflix.
you know,
Now you can't do that.
that was entertainment.
Yeah, it was. No, that's one of my favorite promotions of all time.
Lucha,
Even though I didn't finish it, yes.
that's probably my
Because
favorite.
I didn't watch the final season.
I think it's my favorite just because of. And
The uniqueness of it.
we talked about it. Just purely as like entertainment, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
As wrestling entertainment, it was wonderful. But then also personally, it made me care more about. Like I used to watch wrestling. I've always watched wrestling,
Yeah.
but I
noticed
would
that
watch
already.
wrestling just because I watched wrestling. Like it got to that point where it's like, all right, well, Raw's on, I'll watch it. SmackDown's
Yeah,
on, I'll
yeah.
watch it. Oh, Impact, I can record that now. Cool, I'll watch that. And I would read about it, and I'd still be into it, but it was just like I was into it because that was the thing I was into.
Yeah.
Where then when Lucha Underground came back, it like reignited that fire of like, oh, this is why I like wrestling.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
And then that made me realize like, wait, the independents, like all these guys are wrestling on like the independents.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's like 50 independents that run around here. Oh, wait, I can travel. There's a convention in Las Vegas for lucha wrestlers
Yeah.
or luchadors. Let's go there. So like
What was it, Master
made me
Republic?
do stuff. It was Masked Republic's
Nice.
Expo Lucha. They did. I went to the first 2.
I'd love to go to
I
that.
think they did 3,
Okay.
but I don't know if it ever caught on like they hoped.
That sucks.
The Vegas one definitely did not, and like we spoke to.
But that's in the
people-
Southwest, so that you'd think.
I think they thought Vegas a destination, but there's also
Yeah.
so much going on that
Yeah, that makes sense.
it definitely was not what they thought. And like I said, we know that from like I spoke to guys that like from Master Republic that put it on.
Oh,
And then they did it in San Diego, and I think that did a little bit better because there's more Mexican culture like ingrained in that
Yeah,
community where
for
Vegas is just everything.
yeah, that makes sense.
And then they did one in Philly. I think it's
Really?
what is that, the 2300 arena?
Oh
Whatever it
yeah,
is?
yeah.
I think they did one there, so they kind of put they threw like Sabu in there or something like that.
Okay.
And I think that was supposed to happen. Then it was 2020, so then they didn't do it till 21 or 22, and then we just weren't able to go. But we did the first 2, and we made a lot of friends, and a lot of them from
Lucha Underground.
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that we met at the first one. When we saw them at the second one, they were like happy to see us, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they were like, "Can I have your autograph?"
And we said no.
Yeah, $50.
Dinero, por favor.
Nice pile drive to the face.
I hit the wrong button.
No, it worked.
I hit the wrong button again.
Both of those were Mexican.
Well, yeah. Well, Nacho Libre.
He's Mexican.
Yeah, that's true. He's half Mexican, half Swedish. I haven't seen the movie in a little while.
Oh, it's a movie? I know naturally.
It's a great film.
It's been a long time.
It should have won every Oscar that year.
It did, didn't it?
No.
I don't watch the Oscars.
That was robbed.
Robbed won all the Oscars?
Yeah.
What movie? Who's in that? Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
I think he liked wrestling.
I feel like I've seen him in
I
the
feel
audience.
like that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
too.
One of those times where they show.
I wonder if he ever did
Macaulay
it.
Culkin.
I wonder big time over in WWE.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin. Is that Macaulay Culkin talking?
That was Macaulay Culkin talking. That was in Home Alone 5.
disappear.
Dude, you know that fucking meme page that we follow?
I don't follow it anymore.
They're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't even want to say their name again. Sorry if you listened to us and followed that.
No,
page.
don't apologize, dude. They're,
Yeah, no, we
They're,
let them.
they're terrible.
No,
it's like an
because
incel wrestling
the
fan.
Creamers should be able to trust our.
Let's see. What is it called?
They should be wrestling memes. I don't remember. The
Yeah,
Creamers should
you're
be
right,
able to
memes is the
trust
name.
us.
No, for sure.
If we say like, "Oh, this is funny, go follow this."
That's
And
why that's why we have to do the opposite and tell them don't
we
follow this
betrayed
page.
their trust.
Dang, dude.
What is it? Best wrestling memes?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Don't
Best.
follow them, and if you do,
Best-
just unfollow
best
it. It's
wrestling
weird.
memes.
It's weird.
We followed them because of one funny meme. Okay.
Yeah, and we did a little.
And I thought it
topic
was
about
ironically funny, but it turns out that these guys are just dumb.
Like, listen to this.
They're weird, man.
They're, like a lot of the stuff
don't
is like
like it.
disrespectful to women, and I'm
Well,
like, Jesus Christ.
Listen, I'm gonna I don't know if this is controversial, but if you say something that's disrespectful to women or whoever, like, you can do it funny. Like, you can be funny.
Sure, you
and
can,
people can
Because
take
if you're
a
doing
joke.
it ironically.
Yeah, you can make a joke that's disrespectful to us or whoever, or wrestling, or whatever you want to say. You can make a funny joke if you do it the right way. But their stuff is just mean-spirited,
No, for sure.
not
Okay.
proving a point.
There's a video, there's like a gif of Chris Benoit crying after he won the world title.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says, retired. I can't even say this word, dude. I'm just going to, this is the meme. I didn't make the thing.
No, you're
It
gonna
says
say it?
retired whores.
Oh,
When
you
they
can say
finally
whores.
find out a simp who will accept their past.
There you go. They,
There's no boo. We don't have a boo. I mean, I
Because-
should. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get one of the Hulk Hogan boos.
I'm going to use those.
well, let me tell you something, brother.
But it's like, Jesus Christ. And how it, and then there's like,
It's just not
let's see what the comments are. There's probably a bunch
funny.
of
Other incels. God forbid people with questionable sexual. Okay, that actually, this guy's good. I'm going to give him a like. I'm going to give that guy a like. They call me Chuang. You're a good man. He says, God forbid people with questionable sexual pasts find love. Okay, well, I don't know if you should say questionable sexual past. I mean, people could bang who they want. It's 2025.
Well, I think I get what he's saying, though, that it's
Yeah.
the past of being a retired whore, implying that they were a whore for money. Not just
Yeah.
sleeping. They're not saying it in the sense of like she slept around. They're saying like her occupation was, you know.
Man, this sounds bitter as hell. Actually, everybody on here is pretty good. Well, rest in peace, Benoit. That's not good.
Jesus. I feel like that's like somebody trying to.
Don't follow best wrestling memes. They're garbage.
No, it's not that good.
The
They're not funny.
The like 13-year-old boys who run the page, they're not funny boys.
We should have. That's on us.
That is on
Shoulda-
us. We told you about them before.
Should have done a little more research.
Yeah, well,
I
they
feel like it went off the rails though.
it did. It was normal.
Because we did kind of flip through it, and it was like, hey,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Right,
It is a bunch of kids. We should have figured that out
Yeah.
sooner.
right. No, I know, but we're dumb.
Yeah, not a proud moment.
Not a
But
proud
that,
moment
you
at all.
gotta own your mistakes. You gotta learn from them.
Yeah, which we've done. We've changed the name of the goddamn show.
Russell Cream.
Well, that's all the time we've got for tonight, Creamers. Why don't you comment below?
Yep.
Tell your friends that that what is it? Room for Cream is no more, and then we've changed our name, and you can see the name right there, right above my head, right above Sammy Daddy's
I
head.
don't even have to point. That thing points.
Yeah, he's got a thing that points.
Hello.
Oh, the finger. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Oh, don't even get me started on those sons of bitches.
Well, we are doing the goodbye. So
I know that.
can't
Well,
really-
good thing you did it.
But anyways, comment below. Tell us what did you think of our
What do you wanna see?
fucking thing.
What do you want to see?
What
What do you want to fucking see?
What do you want to see?
What do you
man?
want from
Dang,
us?
Sammy Daddy. Say it again.
What do you want? Fucking see.
Damn it.
That didn't work. What do you want to see? Because we fucking missed it. I don't.
Try it one more time.
What do you want to see? Because we're fucking trying our best to make you happy in my butt. Thank you. No, for real though. Fucking New Day got me worked up. I forgot about them.
The Pricks. What they've done to
Oh.
Big E was no good. It's the worst. It's one of the worst things anybody's ever done to Big E.
But it's probably second at best. But
Diddy.
yeah.
Remember what Diddy did?
Did he?
No, I don't know what Diddy did to Big E.
Did he?
I'm going to remove this part.
Did he do it? The diddler? Diddle 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 do.
We love you.
And we wish you
The best.
Charles Van, real piece of shit. I don't know if you know that or not. Shit.